Hello and welcome to my home. Today I'm going to show you how to grow spinach in containers from seeds. But before we go there, I want to let you know I have other types of videos on my channel. I have easy to prepare recipes, product reviews, meditation videos, and other videos on growing a variety of vegetables in containers. So let's go plant some spinach. Let's begin by talking about the varieties of spinach. There's three main categories. There's a Savoy spinach, semi-Savoy spinach, and then the flat leaf spinach. Now the Savoy is a very curly kind. It can be kind of hard to clean, and we're not talking about summer right now, but they don't do as well in the spring, summer type plantings. And then you have the semi-Savoy, which is not as curly, and the flat leaf. I would be growing these two types of spinaches. One's called the Noble, and one's called the Dark Side. So the Noble Giant is pretty big and can get to be about 4 feet tall, and is pretty frost resistant. And then I have the Dark Side, which is a smaller leaf type spinach. So I'm going to give these a try this year. I've been growing some other varieties, but I thought these two seemed kind of containers are going to, as always, when you're doing container gardening, they need to have drain holes unless you're using those cloth type containers like the Smart Pots or the Aero Pots. And there's different names for them, but they're kind of like a felt-like canvas material. And because of the material, it has good drainage, so you don't have to put drain holes in them. Now the depth of the container is important because they can have long roots to the spinach plant. So at least I say about 10 inches deep. You may be able to get away with 8 inches, but the 10-inch depth I think is the sweet spot for the spinach. Now the width is going to dictate how many plants you're going to plant in it. If your container is only like 10 inches wide, count on doing 2, maybe 3 plants. So the wider the container, the wider the diameter, the more plants you can put into that container. Now potting mix is always what you're going to use in your containers. For those of you who have been watching my previous videos, you know I talk about potting mix, not topsoil, and not soil from your yard, because soil from your yard can introduce weeds, plus it's just too dense for the container. Likewise, buying topsoil is going to be too heavy, and it just won't allow drainage. Now this container is about almost 14 inches wide, and it's more than 10 inches deep. It's about 11 inches deep. And I had used this for tomatoes that was growing previously. So I'm going to sort out the roots and get this pot ready. And I want to talk a little bit about fertilizer. Now I use an all-purpose fertilizer. It's kind of a low fertilizer. The NPK numbers are 463 for those who are interested in knowing. And it's kind of low on the nitrogen level. So I am going to amend the soil. And this again is pot mix. I'm getting again some of those roots out of it. Get it nice and ready, and I'm going to amend this with some additional potting mix, and I'm using, that's the Dr. Earth 463, just a handful to mix in there. And the other thing I'm going to use is some blood meal. Now blood meal may be a turn off to some people. You don't have to use blood meal. You could use a higher nitrogen fertilizer like a 10-10-10 or a 15-10-10. I was resistant to using blood meal too for a long while, but it's not harmful. It actually does pretty good. And you need to read the direction because this is pretty potent. And the measurements that it gives here, it doesn't pertain to containers. They're talking about if you're using, in the yard or a large flower bed. So it wants you to use a whole cup if you're doing a very large area. For this little container, I'm basically going to use about, I'm going to say that's about a teaspoon. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit in there. and mix that up. Now I'm going to get the rest of my potting mix. Now my potting mix also has some fertilizer in there as well. But the spinach, it's a heavy feeder, so you need to get as much nutrients in the soil. There's a big root I need to get out of there. But after your plants get about a good month's worth of growth on it, you can start putting some liquid fertilizer on there. And you can make a liquid tea kind of out of your blood meal, or just use a regular all-purpose fertilizer that's a liquid form. Because what I just put in there, I didn't tell you, it's called a granular form. It's a slow release. But as your plants get up and get some growth on them, about a month, maybe 6 weeks, you can start putting some additional fertilizer on there to keep them going. As far as sunlight, it's the usual 6 to 8 hours of sunlight for your spinach. Now, spinach does best around, between 60, 70, 75 degree range. Okay, so I'm going to plant the Noble Giant in this pot. I'm just going to make a few little rows. You read your instructions. Mine said about a 1/2 inch deep. Get some more of the roots out of there. Now these are pretty big seeds, so that's why it's the 1/2 inch deep mark. And you want to plant more than what you're going to actually allow to be in this pot, just to account for any seeds that don't germinate. Now this soil that I put in there was wet. If it wasn't wet when I put it in there, I would have pre-wet the soil a little bit, but now I'm going to cover it up. Pat it down. And then I'm going to water this in with a watering can. So you're going to keep it nice and moist until the seeds pop up, or I should say till the seeds germinate. And you can continue to keep your seedlings moist. You don't want it to be muddy, but you do want it to be nice and watered, and keep them on a consistent moist basis for them to grow. Now, one thing about spinach, it could be a little finicky about getting its leaves wet. So try to water down around the base if you can. You may want to get one of those watering cans that has a long thin snout so that you can get down around the base and not get too much water on the actual leaves themselves. So it's really quite simple. Spinach, depending on the variety, can take from 30 days to 60 days and to produce something for you to eat that's nice and delicious. You can pick spinach as a baby spinach. You don't have to let it grow full size. You can also do something where you can cut and come again, where if you trim the leaves not too close to the base of the plant, it'll sprout up some new spinach for you, and as a second and even third crop for the season. Now when you're picking your leaves, don't pick the youngest one first. Pick the older ones first to keep that spinach growing. If you like that video, hit the thumbs up like button and consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I've uploaded a new video. That's it for now. Bye bye.